Welcome back to Messy Church Online. It's really good to be with you again. Have you enjoyed the warm weather? Still working hard? Still trying to be good? We hope so, though we know it's really difficult to be good all the time. Make sure you still get to do some exercise and try to have some fun, but don't forget to keep washing your hands. Our storyteller today is Peter. He was one of Jesus' best friends. Peter was a fisherman who had started to follow Jesus after a really successful fishing trip. Are you ready? Let's have a listen. After that first fishing trip, I became Jesus' disciple and we travelled together. Not just me. There were 12 of us that he chose, and loads of other people, men, women and children, who were following Jesus too as he taught, prayed, healed people and performed miracles. It was the best 3 years of my life. But it all stopped. The chief priests had Jesus arrested and put to death on a cross. 3 days later, though, Jesus came back to life and he found us where we were hiding. He gave us hope for the future. Jesus also said we would find him in Galilee, where we first met. So some of us went there to wait. While we waited, we went back to our boats to do some fishing. It passed the time, and we might make some money. But that night, the fish just weren't there. We had nothing but empty nets to show for all that hard work. Heading back to shore, we saw a man waving at us. Eventually, we could hear him calling. "Did you catch anything?" We answered, "No." "Try casting your nets on the right side of the boat." We all laughed. If the fish weren't on the left of the boat, why would they be on the right? But to be polite, we tried. And guess what? It was like that first time we met Jesus. The net was so full, we couldn't get it into the boat. John had been fishing with us. He looked to the shore to say thanks to the man. Then he realised it wasn't some random bloke giving lucky advice. John cried out, "It is the Lord!" And he was right. It was Jesus. I couldn't wait to get the fish back to shore. I grabbed my cloak and jumped into the water heading to Jesus, while the rest of the guys struggled with the boat and the bursting nets. Jesus had lit a fire, and there was bread warming and a few fish cooking. "Bring more of your fish," said Jesus. I went back to the nets. Full to bursting they were, but they hadn't broken. We took some fish back to Jesus and he cooked it on the fire, and we all sat down to enjoy the most amazing breakfast. It was just like the best old times. Peter and the other disciples were waiting for some more news of Jesus. They couldn't just sit there, so some of them went back to their homes in Galilee and to do some fishing. Just like the first time they met him, Jesus helped the disciples to catch loads of fish. When they had come back to shore, Jesus made breakfast for his friends and they all relaxed together again. Do you miss seeing your friends at the moment? Would you like to do all the things you usually do with them? Playing in the park, football, cycling, dancing, having fun? Jesus' friends missed him, but they knew he would see them again because he promised. Even though you can only see lots of your friends on screens at the moment, or from at least 2 meters away, this will change once it's safe for everyone, and you can get back to doing all your favourite things together. Shall we say a prayer for our friends at the moment? Dear God, thank you for all of my friends. It's so sad that we can't see them like we usually do, but we know that we all have to keep safe at the moment. Please help all of my friends and family to be good, and we're sorry for all the times when we don't manage that. We know that you will forgive us. Please help me to remember all of the people that are working so hard to keep everyone else safe and well at the moment. Thank you for all of their hard work. Amen. Peter and his friends were fishing. Do any of you have fish at home? Or have you seen all the different types of fish at an aquarium or sea life centre? Have you ever seen Finding Nemo? Fish are some of the most colourful and varied creatures in God's creation, and we would like to see how colourfully and creatively you can make a fish. You can make a basic shape on a piece of paper with just a few simple lines, and then you can let your creativity run wild. You can colour, paint, cut, stick or print your fish into whatever pattern you want. Look, there's a rainbow. You might want to find some foil or shiny paper to make scales, or colour in some stripes like Nemo. You could turn your fish into a fun game by putting them on the floor and wafting them along with a newspaper or magazine. But please be careful. Thanks for being with us again at Messy Church Online. We hope you enjoyed the story of Jesus' breakfast on the beach, and we would love to see pictures of some of your fish. See you next time.